So what do we got now? Kuf Nun Hey.
Aleph through Vav,
Aleph through Vav.
including Vav.
Okay. So Dine Prisha Samach Levest, separating close to the vest, Vachilukim Shebein Vest Kavua Leina Kavua, and the differences between a set cycle and not a set cycle was basically a continuation of the previous. Right? So Tanur, yeah, Aleph, Tanur Rabbanon. Vizartem es b'nei Yisrael metumason. We actually had this in Shavuos, Daf Yud Ches, not that long ago, a month ago, right? Can't get away from it, Naftali. Vizartem es b'nei Yisrael
Yeah, but it's
metumason.
Shavuos, so it's a long time ago, a month.
You know what? It's fascinating. This is what it is like. I think I probably said this in the Daf, but you know, when the Paiskim say that in order to paskin shilas, you have to know the whole shas. Why in middle of Masechta Shavuos about swearing is the sugya of vestus when you have to separate from your wife, right? That's why you got to know the whole Torah. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna need the rabbi." You know, like I asked a lady tonight, "Can I? Do you have a number of a rabbi that's kosher? Like not a kosher. I mean, like a rabbi that does kashrus, like whatever." Shine. That's a little bit of a tangent, but okay. So Tanarban, Vizantam is Bnei Yisrael Metum Yisrael. Amar Rabbi Yoshi, Mikana Zorah Bnei Yisrael Sheyifreshu Nisayim Samach Levest, and they have to separate from their wives close to the vest. The Kama Amar Rabba Aina, an Aina. What is an Aina? Aina hi Yom Laila. An Aina is either a day or a night, right? Meaning, you call an Aina is day from net. Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Shimzman Vestahi B'Yoim, if her period started during the day, Afal Pi Sharagilu Liras B'Sayfayim, even though she gets a period normally at the end of the day, Mikamakam Nesa Mitchila Sayam, she's also from the beginning of the day. Yechenim Regilu Liras B'Baiker V'Loy Rasa, she normally gets a period in the morning, she didn't see Mikamakam Adaini Asura Kalayim Adalayla, she's still lost it the whole day until the night. Yechenim Vesta B'Laila, and if her vest is at night, Afal Pi Shehi Regilu Liras B'Tchila Salayla, even though she normally sees in the beginning of the night, or she Regilu Liras B'Sayf Halayla, or she normally gets at the end of the night, Mikamakam Hi Asura Kalayla. She's usher the whole night. Not only is she usher in tashmish, but elagam b'sharmine krivas hi asura. She's also usher with other krivas v'chein yeshem hachman, and that is the way to be machmer. So that's an interesting thing here. The difference in the opinions is that if you hold that you only separate from intercourse and that's it, that's because we're afraid that the intercourse can bring on the period prematurely. So since it's a day that she might get a period, then we have to separate. All right. But hugging, kissing, touching is not going to be a problem. Right. But if you hold that no, the chashash is that right now, today, she may have her period, then you can't touch because maybe she has a period now. Oh, she says I don't have my period, but how do you know? Maybe inside her she has her period. Right? Maybe she has a period then. So Mamela, she's not allowed to touch at all. So we don't the Maisa, we paskin that you are allowed to touch, but you get a bracha if you don't touch. That's the way the Shach says it. So he says, so the Kitzur Shulchan is saying yesh lahachmer, but it's important to know that it's a chumrah. Right? Yesh aimrim da'ayna zu hi tzarich lifresh asatz v'zeu ayna shalifnei ayna shavest ba. There are those that say that the ayna that you have to separate is the ayna before the ayna. Right? Meaning, this is what we call the arzarua, the night before. Let's say tonight was a separation night, the real one. So you'd have to separate it the day before too. You also asked the day before. Investa b'yom asura gam kol halayla shilfaneh. You also asked the night before. That's the minig. Let's say he's traveling and he's traveling the next day, or he came home that day, or the tefillah fell out on the day before Einas Aves lo yachmer, then you should be makel and not keep this chumrah of the arzarua. Right? Fine. Gimel Isha shein lo vest kavua azai tamid. Then if she does not have a vest kavua, I mean she doesn't have a set cycle. Azai tamid yom shloshim shel acher yom riyasa. Then the 30th day, he la kemai vest kavua. That's a vest kavua. But nikra aina beininis. That's called the aina beininis, right? Which means the average. Let's say she saw on a Monday a Pasha Noach, as Yom Daled Pashas told us, Hula Kamay Vest Kavua, then the fourth day of Pashas told us is Vest Kavua. Then she also, in addition to that, she has to be separate any Riyah that she sees in La Flagas, whether it's for the Haflagas, which is the interval, or for the days of the month, and anytime you were concerned that she might get a period, you also need to separate the aina smucha, ka'amr, like we said, meaning the arzarua. So the Kitzur Shulchan is very machman. He is very mach. Dalit kol isha sharasa dam. Any woman that sees blood, she needs to be chayshish the next time. Meaning, till now he was talking about a set cycle. Here he's saying not a set cycle. It goes without saying that it's a vest kavua. That's pashut. You need to be concerned. She might see again the tikva vest. Should be kaveh vest. Even a woman who has a vest kavua. I mean, vest. Let's say she goes a year seeing 25, 25, 25, and then 1 month it changes. But also, and she sees not in her vest. She needs to be concerned. Even for this ria, kishema tishana vest acher. Maybe she's changing to a different cycle. But if she doesn't change her vest, but she just had an additional period. Right? Not in her regular cycle time. She does not need to be choshish for that period. Right? Since she had a vest kavua, she does not have to be choshish for a veshena kavua. Meaning, if she has an extra period during that month, if that month it totally changes, then she has to be choshish for it. Right? Yeah, fine. Hey, let's make an example for a woman that doesn't have a vest. So Rasa Yom Beisha Rosh Chodesh Ir. She sees Beis Ir. Yom Chafei and also on the 25th. Tzricha hi lachash l'Rosh Chodesh Sivan. You need to be chayshish Rosh Chodesh Sivan ki yesh lachash shema tikva vest l'Rosh Chodesh. We have to be chayshish that maybe we kaveh a vest for Rosh Chodesh, right? Because from oh, it's not the parenthesis doesn't, I think, doesn't make sense according to this, right? Oh no, Yom Beis Rosh Chodesh. Your boy Chav Hey Ubiyom Chav Hey boy. So right, so then she needs to be Chash for Rosh Chodesh Sivan, right? Because she has perhaps Shema Tikva Vestel Rosh Chodesh. Maybe Rosh Chodesh is the day that she's Kaveya. Begam B'Yom Beis Sivan Tzricha Lachash B'Shum Oina Beinis. She needs Yom Beis because that's the 30th day. Or Rosh Chodesh Sivan comes Rosh Chodesh Sivan. Eloi Rasa, then then we have to be concerned that maybe the amount of days in between is the problem. And since she separated between one aflag and another aflag of 23 days, and after that she has to be chashish. Behind the b'chodesh iyar yesh la daled yom b'chodesh iyar. There's 4 days. Tais of yud test yom b'chodesh sivan. then you add on 19 days from Chodesh Sivan, Cheshesh is Yom Chav Boy, then you have to be concerned for Yom Chav. By Yom Chav Sivan V'loy Rasa, right? If comes the second, I'm sorry, did I say Yom Beis? Yom Chav Sivan V'loy Rasa, Cheshesh is Yom Chav Hey Boy, Kishem Nikva Yom Chav Hey B'Chodesh. Yom Gam B'Yom Chav Vav Tzrich Alach Shum Oinu Veinis. Aval Rosh Chodesh Tammuz ain't tzrich halacha shishazam to be choshev Rosh Chodesh Tammuz kiriyas Rosh Chodesh Iyar kvar nekra al yedei mashalei rasa b'Rosh Chodesh Sivan. Okay, we're not going to go through this whole thing. Probably making everybody a little scared. This all these calculations. All right. Fine. Vav. B'dugma leisha sheyesh lavest. What's a dugma for yesh lavest? Hayalaves kavua l'reis b'flaga l'yom chav hey. She has a kavua flaga for the 25th day. Vishinsa pam achas v'loy ros ad yom chav ches. And she changed once to yom chav ches. Kitzur. We're doing Kitzur if you want. Kitzur Shulchan Aruch.
Oh, this is Give me the ice chest. I'll go in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was flashing you before.
What do I do? Stein? And that's what I say?
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on.
What do I say? Stein?
Can I hit the... Okay, I'm sorry about that. What's a sample of a woman has a vest? She has a vest kavua to see with a flog of the 25th. And she changed once. Right, so she's been seeing 25. Then she changed to 28. She has to be chashiv yom chafei miriya zu from this riya mishum vesta because of her cycle, meaning maybe that was her regular kavua. So let's say 25th comes and she doesn't see. She has to be chashiv yom chavches for the riya shavra. Also gam ata b'yom chavches. Let's say she sees now b'yom chav ches adayin hi asura. She's still asur gam b'yom chav hey. Also yom chav hey l'riya zu mishum vesta because of her vest. Loy rosa gam ata b'yom chav hey. If she didn't see now on yom chav hey, ela b'yom chav ches. Ukva yom chav ches levesta yom chav hey neker. V'hutar etzmod bim loy hish zariya seach reinos. And if we don't have an equal riyas, going to rosa l'chav ches l'chav tes l'lamed aleph. Right? Because now she's bouncing around. She was seeing 25th for 10 months in a row. Then she bounced around and went to 28, to 29, 31. She was Iker her first vest, and she won't have a vest chadash. And she needs to be chashish for her riya achrayna lahaflaga. Okay, I hope I explained that with some sort of normalcy. If not, I apologize. All right. Everybody should have a fine night and a good Shabbos.